Dennis Biddle. How you doing, Plug Gav? As I said again, still in Mayfair Mall. Ran across probably a blessing in disguise, I'm not going to lie to you, an original Negro League player, Mr. Dennis Biddle.
Yes, sir.
And how he just like.
Well, the Negro League started in 1920, man, because they would not let black men play in the major league.
Yes, sir.
So they started their own major league. It's called the Negro Baseball League. This is what we were called, 1920, we were called Negro.
Yes, sir.
So the league started, it was called the Negro Baseball League. It stayed that way until Jackie Robinson opened the door in 47. Once the door was opened, then the Negro League started fading away. By 1960, it was ended. So today we have approximately 44 players still living. Now the major leagues say we are equal to them now. That's great, but I think about those old men who was going on to heaven now.
Yeah.
Who knew this back then, but couldn't do nothing about it. So they just took on to the younger players, prepared them for the major league because they never had a chance.
How was it during that time playing?
Well, I was being trained for the major league because the opportunity was there for me.
Yeah.
Jackie had opened the door.
Yeah.
So I was being trained, but even being trained, man, we went through a hell of a lot trying to survive. We had to strive to be better, just to prove how great we really are. And by, those older guys had nothing. Most of the history was not written down after 1950. So those guys, to make history, they prepared the younger players like myself, Hank Aaron, Ernie Banks, those players. And but when I was being trained, man, riding through the South in those old buses, people cursing you out, wouldn't let you eat in the restaurants. You had to eat and sleep on the bus. And it was rough, but we were being trained. We knew that one day we would have a chance. We were young.
Yes, sir.
Those old men that was training us had missed their calling. And that's why I'm doing what I do today for them, because they gave so much to American greatest pastime and never had the opportunity to display those talents, the business talents they had in the major league because of the color of their skin.
If you could talk to them today, what would you say? What would you tell them?
Who?
The people
that was doing that?
Yeah, they paved the way. They opened the door for you.
Oh, I would say thank you, and I'm going to do all I can to make sure that my young people know what happened to you.
Yes, sir.
During that time, for opening that door for them.
Yes, sir. Would you like to show us around some memorials? I'm sorry, it's a big word for me. Of like some
memorabilia?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah. Well, I have a book, The Secrets of the Negro Baseball League. I wrote that book. That book is being put into all the school systems along with this DVD. The DVD is a complete history. The book backs it up with documents and things to prove what happened to us in the Negro Baseball League. There's a lot of discrepancies out there about the Negro League, when it started, when it ended, who played in it, and what teams played in it. So you have to be very careful out there when you studying about the Negro Baseball League, because the historians and the writers, they did a great job with what they could gather.
Yeah.
But they had lived a lot, and the real truth was never told. So thank God for the players that are still living, and we're going to make sure. I'm going to make sure. I'm writing the second book now, and the history that I'm leaving for my young people, It's the history that was passed down to me from those old men riding that bus every day.
Man. How is seeing how like time has changed? There's still some stuff that you went through back then that you still notice today. I'm sorry. Is there still things that you noticed back then that you notice today just about the world?
It's hidden now. It's still there, man. Prejudice is still there. You know, I don't know if it ever will completely go away because they pass laws now, and the people that who does it know how to get around the law and still do it. So I don't know. I just hope that time brings about a change. I really do. It hasn't done it in a long time, in many years. Hopefully, it with some of the laws that are being presented, will make a change.
Yes, sir. So, is there any advice you can give to another young black man, such as myself, me and my brothers? The
only thing I can say is education. Man, when you got it up here, they can't take it away. I don't care who they are.
Right.
If you got it up here, the main thing is knowing how to use what you got up here, and make it in this world. But don't think of yourself. Think of all the other people that sacrificed before and after. That's going to sacrifice after when you're doing it. That's my advice.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Hey, can we mind we walk around and get some things on?
Might as well promote it,
And then I'll give you the instructions on how this works.
A lot of the things,
Thank you.
not everything. Right. And that's why the Major League is using the stats up to 1948 to make us equal to the Major League. And that'll never be, man, because if they did that, if they took the stats from the Negro